For centuries, rumors have swirled about hidden rituals, dark odes, and forbidden knowledge passed behind locked doors. But what does it actually take to enter a secret society? Who gets chosen and why? Today, we begin to lift the veil. From ancient brotherhoods to modern orders cloaked in mystery, we'll uncover the trials, the symbols, and the psychological gates that filter the worthy from the uninvited. If the idea of hidden power and forbidden initiation stirs something in you, stay with us. The truth is darker than you think. If you're drawn to mysteries, symbols, and the secrets history tried to bury, consider subscribing and liking this video. It helps bring more shadows into the light. Long before secret societies operated behind closed doors in modern cities, mystery cults flourished under the ancient sun. In the shadowed temples of Egypt, priests guarded sacred rites passed only through whisper and blood. In Greece, the Eleusinian mysteries promised visions of the afterlife, but only for those who dared drink from the dark chalice of initiation. These ancient rites were never merely symbolic. They involved fasting, darkness, confinement, and revelation so intense they were believed to alter the soul. Initiation wasn't just about learning. It was about transformation. Secrecy protected the sanctity of the experience, but also safeguarded power. Across cultures, initiation rites echoed the same motifs: death, rebirth, and revelation. Mithraic soldiers descended into caverns to reenact cosmic battles. Druidic ceremonies invoked unseen forces in sacred groves. The deeper the mystery, the higher the promise. Spiritual elevation, inner awakening, or influence over others. Over time, these hidden orders began to evolve. What began as paths to divine understanding slowly took root in social structures, creating systems of control cloaked in esoteric purpose. The line between enlightenment and manipulation blurred, and it would only deepen in centuries to come. The Enlightenment brought light to Europe, but in its shadows, secret societies rose. As reason and science reshaped the world, many sought refuge in the mystical. Freemasonry emerged as the most prominent of these orders, a brotherhood of symbols, initiations, and secret rituals. Cloaked in architecture and allegory, Freemasonry combined spiritual ideals with a powerful network of influence. Rosicrucians whispered of hidden masters and ancient wisdom. Hermetic lodges revived teachings said to descend from Egypt and Babylon. The societies flourished among artists, scientists, politicians, all seeking a truth denied to the masses. But what were they really after? For some, it was genuine spiritual growth. For others, it was access to power, to protection, to connection. Initiation became both a gateway to enlightenment and a rite of passage into elite circles. The idea was simple: not everyone should know, and fewer still should belong. No one simply joins a secret society. One must be invited, then tested, then transformed. The rites of initiation are as psychological as they are symbolic. In many orders, initiates are blindfolded, bound, and led through darkened halls. They are questioned, humbled, even mocked. It is not cruelty. It is a ritual breaking. Ego must die for the initiate to be reborn. Symbols are revealed one by one. Oaths are sworn under threat of exile, or worse. The deeper the initiation, the more intense the secrecy. To speak of what happens inside is not only forbidden, it's unthinkable. For to reveal the secret is to lose its power. These rituals serve more than theatrical purpose. They bond the initiate to the group, often through shared trauma and trust. And they reinforce the idea that truth must be earned, never given. Some failed the test, others left broken. But those who passed, they were changed. What, then, is taught behind the veil? The curriculum of secret societies is not one of textbooks and lectures. It is encoded in symbols, rituals, and oral transmission. Geometry becomes sacred. The body becomes a temple. The cosmos is read like a scroll. Initiates learn layered meanings. The same symbol may hide three truths, depending on the eye that sees. The triangle isn't just a shape. It's a map of spirit, matter, and mind. Much of what's taught isn't forbidden because it's dangerous, but because it demands commitment. It must be lived, not explained. And yet, secrecy also created distance. Over time, teachings once meant to elevate were hoarded, distorted, or mythologized. The line between esoteric truth and elitist control grew thin. Were they preserving wisdom or protecting influence? Not everyone was, or is, welcome. Throughout history, secret societies have curated their members carefully. Initiates were often men of status, education, or social standing. Gender, wealth, and religion often served as filters. Those outside were excluded, not just physically, but philosophically. To be worthy was to possess more than curiosity. One needed discipline, discretion, and often privilege. This exclusivity was part of the allure. The knowledge was sacred because it was rare, but it also meant the societies reflected and reinforced the hierarchies of their time. There were exceptions. Visionaries, artists, radicals sometimes gained entry, but even then, they had to prove they could keep the silence and carry the weight. Do secret societies still exist? Yes, but not always in cloaks and candlelight. Today, initiation might happen in ivy-covered clubs, elite think tanks, or exclusive retreats. The symbols are subtler, the language more refined, but a function remains: to bond, to test, to control. Some modern fraternities still mimic ancient rites, with initiations designed to humble and transform. Esoteric groups quietly persist in cities around the world, preserving old rituals while adopting new forms. Others evolve into power networks, less concerned with metaphysics, more with maintaining influence. Yet in all of them, a thread remains. Not everyone gets in, and those who do rarely speak. To be initiated is to be changed. For some, the experience brings clarity, purpose, and connection. For others, it leads to obsession, disillusionment, or even madness. The veil, once lifted, does not always reveal what one hoped to see. Stories abound of those who went too far, who sought hidden truth only to find themselves lost in it. The knowledge can elevate. It can also consume. In the end, the question lingers: is the price of power, secrecy, transformation, and isolation worth the insight gained? Only those who've walked the path can truly answer. And they're not speaking.